Good evening, good evening. How are we doing? Happy Thursday. Hope we're all doing well. Everyone's had a good, well, second half of the week, I suppose. Second half of the working week, really. Kind of middle otherwise. Yeah, how are we all doing? Looking forward to jumping into this one. Should be cool. Everything functional? Yeah, it looks to be. Cool. Yeah, Starfield. Had a lot of fun last night. We started the Freestar Ranger quest line, and it was cool. Yeah, we sort of rounded out the very last bit of... Well, technically the quest was Starborn, but it was barely even... It was kind of a stepping stone quest, really, more than a full quest. It was leave this place, go to this place, discuss, and then start the next segment. So we started off with that, and then having tied up... sort of where we currently were in the main story, went over to spend some time at Aquila and the Rock and joined the Freestar Rangers. They gave us a couple of starting missions. First one was to go and, well, take a mission from the mission board. That's fine. So we went on Whacked Pirate. After that, we were sent out with a chaperone, Ranger Emma Wilcox, to investigate the accostation, I suppose, of a farmer. I forget the first name, but the surname was Wagner, who has a farm on one of Aquila's moons. I think it was one of the moons, or somewhere in the system anyway. And they were being hustled by some people who seemed to be military types, and tried to persuade them to leave, and offered them an extremely lowball offer to buy the farm, which doesn't seem to be really their area of interest, but they do seem to be trying to drive them out. Upon investigation, we found the group, and they were not willing to talk, and we ended up fighting them and killing them. And they were in outdated, but quite cool, Freestar Militia uniforms, which is the old Freestar military from the Colony Wars. And had a number of icons and logos and stuff around, indicating that they may have been a mech piloting division. What's the regiment? That's the word I'm looking for. In the Colony War, whose senior members got chucked into prison for disobeying an order after they were ordered to ceasefire at the end of a long and quite bloody conflict. They chose not to ceasefire and instead to push on and continue attacking the outpost they've been trying to take for a long time, or the place they've been trying to take, as they were nearly there. The result of that was obviously that their commanders got thrown in prison after a court-martial, and the ones who didn't, it seems, are now surfacing again for some reason, which we didn't find out much about it beyond that, other than they had stolen... or somebody had stolen at their behest, it would seem, a ship from Hope Tech, who are a cargo manufacturer that we've sort of found bits and pieces of their stuff. When we did the Crimson Fleet quest line, we found a prison transport, which had very, very little to it, other than the fact it was a Hope Tech vehicle. Hope Tech is a starship manufacturer based in Hope Town, somewhere inside I think it's not the Narian system exactly, I think it's like an almost binary system, the Narian system. Next to it is the place they're based. So yeah, we need to head over there and investigate Hope Town. I've got a secondary quest, I believe, from Mars that sends me to Hope Town as well. And we'll probably do that while we're there. So yeah, it'd be cool. Nice to check out a new location and investigate this act of criminality. Ron Hope, incidentally, the CEO of Hope Tech, is apparently a senior individual in the Freestar Collective. He sits on the council and is politically very powerful, as well as obviously commercially quite powerful within the Freestar Collective. So we've been encouraged not to screw him over too much, because he's one of the people who the Freestar Rangers have to answer to, apparently. There aren't very many, but this council is about the only thing further up with more clout than they have. So, yeah, we'll attempt to be civil to him, but I am quite curious about Hope Town, an entire colony basically established by this company and around this company, mostly for their staff. Should be. I mean, there's a lot of ways that could go. It could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. We'll be finding out soon. Yeah, I haven't been there yet. Also, the prison transport had one of the coolest cockpits, in my opinion, in the game. And I am looking forward to... I haven't been able to get it for another ship without, reworking that ship. Because I haven't been to Hope Town yet. So hopefully, when we get there, we should be able to... interesting. We should be able to unlock a whole bunch of Hope Tech stuff. I'm just clearing some stuff off. Also, a potentially maybe interesting sort of pop-ups related to Steam. You know, their advertising thing that comes up sometimes. Don't know if that's relevant or not. We'll have a look. I thought that's what that was. It's not. Okay, that's fine. Right. Pushing on. Yeah, hope you're doing well, Blaine. How's it going? We'll get cracking, shall we? That button. Looking forward to this. Would be good. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got a new gun as well that we're going to try out. That was a random find. It was a drum beat with some fun stuff on it. It looks like it might not be as good as my tombstone that I got rid of that didn't have any fun stuff on it, but it might be maybe a little bit more nimble. We'll see. And here we are. Yeah. And in the event, yeah, it's a little bit more nimble, and we'll see how it goes because it looks quite interesting and fun. So. Hey, I've not really used the drum beat much, mostly because I like the tombstone a bit more, and other things, but yeah, it's always fun to try new stuff. I'm gonna kip on the ship, I think. Actually, no, it won't help, so I might as well kip here while I think of it. Should get my health back, and get me at least a rested bonus. It's a very House Faroon way of putting it, then. So, I think my inventory should be basically good now. I'll have a quick gander before I push on any further, and then we'll crack on, head to Hopetown. Which is a very long loading screen.
I'm the best
Yep, we good.
realtor in town, if I don't say so myself.
I have no idea how you're supposed to pronounce that guy's name, but here's who it is. Freestyle Collective Consulate. I actually can get in there. Interesting. Yeah, let's have a nosy. I'm curious.
None of the Council of Governors is here now, so unless you have some consulate business.
Ah, interesting. So the Council of Governors meets in here. I kind of had it in my head that they'd meet in the Rock, but yeah, I guess they're meeting over there. How doing, Jess? What happened to my forehead was I'm a clumsy git. Is what happened. Yeah, I was putting my hoodie on last night and managed to maul my face doing it. So yeah, a fine achievement on my part. It is quite sore, actually. Not very happy. But, yeah. Right now I managed to injure myself with a jumper. It's an impressive feat when you think about it.
Council of Governors meeting over
How we doing, Gabe? You complete this quest now. Every time you go back to Hope Take, you get shot for no reason. Have you been able to... Have you got a bounty there or something? You might be able to clear it at the bounty board. Or possibly by talking to one of the guards, if they don't kill you first. If I can have the last bit of cheese. If only. I have to avoid cheese these days, unfortunately.
Always a satisfying moment. Return to your ship.
Just pull my hoodie down. Yeah. Not good. I rubbed my forehead before and it was in the kitchen and it was like, oh yeah, that really hurts. Oh well. I'm just now thinking maybe I should have come up with some heroic story involving winning a sword fight, but yeah, that ends with you should see the other guy or something. Bit late for that now, isn't it? So, Hopetown. Says you hand down a tin of corned beef yesterday. Ooh. I had corned beef in a while, which is making me want it now. But also, ow. Yeah. Yeah. Done things like that before. It's not fun. Valo, that's where we're going. Before we do, let's just have a quick gander at where Hope is built. That's actually quite a cool name for a quest. I quite like the name of the stream, actually. I think that works quite well and captures the vibe of the place from what little I read when I quickly googled it. I wanted to avoid spoilers, but wanted to get the tone of Hope Town so that I could come up with a cool title, and it worked out okay, I think. So, my first assignment as a Freestyle Ranger is to learn why the first mercenary company, well, first armoured division, I think it would be from a Freestyle militia, is threatening farmers. To do that, I'll need to find them. My best lead is the ship the mercs on Montara Luna were using, which was stolen from the Hope Tech factory on Polvo. Yeah. And unfortunately, I couldn't commandeer this stolen ship, which I was really quite peeved about, but, you know. Oh well. Follow, let's go. Polvo. I have been here briefly, I think, but I did not stop by. Didn't stay.
Nice job.
Mayday! This is Freestyle Ranger Niakalu. If anyone is hearing this, system's failing. Need help. I repeat, need help. This is
Well, it could be a trap.
Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. And that's it. You're cleared to land at Hopetown.
There we are. That's the one I need to check. Apparently it's part of this quest. That's cool. Interesting looking ship. See how this goes since I've got a dock. This could be an ambush, but luring in somebody who's willing to help would be an effective way to ambush somebody.
Very good to see you.
You need something?
Let's give this a go, I guess. I mean, I've been jumping between levels because it's slightly quicker than using ladders, but Bethesda finally got ladders working in one of their games. I feel like once in a while I should actually use them, you know? Ship does look like it has seen better days. Oh, okay. I can help myself to stuff on board here. That's interesting. I do quite like this Captain's quarters, I'm guessing this is? It wasn't quite the plan. Ow. So there's a door there that I can explore. It's presumably the landing bay, but isn't labelled as such. Andrea's butt just got in the way. Right, let's try this again. So that's the person I need to go and speak to, is on this middle level here. Cool. Still want to see more about their ship before I actually do go and speak to them. It's quite a nice looking ship. Bigger and nicer looking than it appeared to be at first glance as well. Mondays, alright. Yeah. They've got a brig. Do you want one of those on my ship eventually? If anybody happens to know, without spoilers, that is, where we can go to unlock brigs. Not that I have a lot of use for a brig, but you know, still want one. Still not going to go. A bunch of stuff on the floor. I'm going to blame Androsia for that. Evening all, how are we doing? This is a really cool space as well. The ship's just awesome. So I think repairing various features was probably what I was supposed to do after I spoke to her, but hey, I'm nosy and I wanted to explore. Just this access. I'm guessing that is the landing bay. Yeah, not bad, thanks, though. Do you know eat? This is a Stroud Eklund cockpit. Ah, interesting. Same one I've got. Very similar, anyway. Yeah, Callow.
Please tell me you're here to help.
Which is Ranger,
Not
cool.
to try and steal my ship.
Well, I wouldn't mind your ship, but yeah. Oh yeah, she was the one ranger who was stationed here in Hopetown. We were supposed to find her and get help from her with our mission. Well, it's a nice ship, but no, I'm not here to steal it. Show badge. It's my deputy badge.
Yeah, well, if you want to keep that badge, then don't get any ideas.
They
This old
just
girl
said.
and I have been through a lot together. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off, but they got a few good hits in. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs.
I guess conduit blew out and got you. The ship's still in the area?
No, no chance. They took as much of a beating as I did, while outnumbering me 3-1, I'd like to point out.
GG. Need a doctor?
Repair my ship,
Want some help?
please.
She seems like a bit of a salty individual. I'm not going to ask for credits because, you know, one ranger to another and all that. Took care of it you were already taken care of.
Thanks.
Gotta be nice.
That should get me home.
Happy to help a fellow ranger. Brings back up. Happy to help a fellow ranger.
Good.
I'm going to be agreeable.
There aren't many of us out there.
Even if
So
she's
it
a
makes
bit
all our lives easier when we
grumpy.
can help each other out. Now let's talk about those outlaw ships. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen.
Tell me where they're headed on our handler. Didn't come here to fight outlaw ships. What can you tell me about those ships?
Light armaments, not too fast. Pilots are gifted amateurs, but still amateurs. You'll be outnumbered, but they'll be damaged, which should even things up for you.
I'll be fine. Where are they headed?
They look to
Give
be
them a
heading
whack.
for Polvo's moon Miatha. Good hunting.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. You want a med pack or something? I took several off your ship. No? Okay. Hey. Can help myself, why not? It is a very cool ship. That must be the captain's quarters up here. And then weirdly with the docker behind it, but anyway.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Not quite, but right. Let's search that. Undock.
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, about that. Her ship is rather cool looking. It's seen a few better days, but, you know, a few mishaps notwithstanding. It's not bad looking. I am jealous of some of those modules, though. Particularly... They look to be all Stroud stuff, I think. Make sure a couple of bits of Nova Galactic in there. Anyway. It's, rock and roll.
Open fire! Fire!
Excuse me? How very dare? Didn't even need to use a missile lock there, I just swung by and hit him. So, one of the things I'm not so... that smash did a bit of damage to me, interesting. One of the things I'm not so keen on about this whole... yeah, let's have a look. Got this cockpit. It's hard to see out of it. So you can't turn your head, so there's that too. Okay. Let's get back over there. Shooting from the hip. Kind of. Either that or using the force, one or the other. Turning off your targeting computer.
Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. You're good to go.
I'm curious about this Polvo station. Apparently I have no need to go there, but I'm curious about it. Alright. Yeah, still just need to go to hometown. I guess she's probably landed there. What's Polvo? Rock, slightly lower gravity, temperate, standard O2. Radioactive water. And you chose to set up here, huh? Oh, this will be daytime when we land. Just check a thing. Cool.
Everything checks out. Initiated. Fascinate me.
I was hoping you would stop by.
Yeah, at times when I like Barrett, there are times when I'm like, what are you talking about? That probably goes for most of the companions.
Smugglers always like to use folk-tech ships to resemble legitimate transports. I wonder how the company feels about that.
Not good, I shouldn't think. Nice. Felt like I had to do that. Interesting. So Bethesda had the same idea we did. Some pretty cool looking environment out there. Okay. Rock and roll. Sure what the need for the spacesuit is, but
everyone to take care of any legion. Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always buying. Kiosk, right? Okay, no problem.
out of curiosity, what is the one warning? Oh, okay. Nothing interesting. I actually do need to attach some extra weapons on there and some extra stuff and make modifications. What is that? That is EM damage reduced, shield regen up. That is the comm spike. It's good, yeah. And then there's definitely weapons that I did have here that I currently don't, that I would replace, but I'm not going to do it right now. I wanted to... look at... I mean, that would be nice to stick on the side, actually. I could actually make some use out of that. In a couple of ways. Not going to right now, anyway. Weapons, base... bits. We got the Armstrong ones, which I don't like. The Overseer ones. Commander is also not one I'm a fan of, but these Overseer ones are the ones I do like. They do have a particular... they're not, you know, the most elegant looking things, but I feel like I can build around them, and the way you approach them from underneath is very, very cool. Climb up into the cockpit. It just has a good vibe, you know. Yeah, what's that done? Let's see what we got to sell, just out of curiosity. I'm not going to buy anything, but Okay, that's interesting and quite ugly. You had seen the name before. It's got some interesting stuff to it, but it's also still ugly. Wagon train. Take it that's a freighter. Interesting position for the landing bay. Sure what that... I mean, I've seen that cockpit before, but I'm not sure about it. Mule. Star Semi. Semi puns a little time. Oh, that's quite unattractive. It's a bit weird. Anyway.
Ron hopes the best thing that...
Yeah, and lines like that are why I went for the title I did.
happened to us.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
You're not very good at your job, then, are you? I mean, you don't want to, but...
Always something good going on around here.
Good outfit. Whether this place is about perfect, or there's something very, very weird going on here. Yeah, there's some cool variety in the ships. Definitely room for a bit more, I think. But not bad as is.
Okay. Hello.
Somehow having that over the toilet is just a little bit weird.
Excuse me. A little desperate here. This is such a long shot.
A fair amount of business.
That is a
runs
cool
through
outfit as
our
well.
town, and from what I understand, most of it
A
is.
little bit more... Most of it. Yeah. A little bit more variety in the
All right,
colours and
Adele.
texture stuff would be better, but...
Deep breath. Oh, God.
You don't look like things are going well.
I'm just great. Grand, really.
Nice hair, though.
When I signed on to be a freight captain, I was expecting long hours and dull routes. And now I'm a hair away from being executed. Or worse.
What on earth are you talking about?
Where to start? So, I fly a
Oh, yeah,
rust bucket
definitely.
called the Markab for a small shipping line. It just started, really. We do bulk shipping, boring stuff like actuators and seed stock and minerals. Have you ever had a standard, boring job just blow up in your face?
Story of my life, something wrong, no, it never happens to me. Lots of issues. Lots of people who just use people like us without giving a shit. Opportunities, story of my life.
You get it then. So, I just got assigned to the Markab. The first shipment? Slag steel. Nothing special. As soon as I left Neon and got scanned, things got crazy. Spacers, Freestar security, the works. Everyone demanding I power down, hand over the contraband, or sometimes just firing first. I skipped the system, ditched the cargo, and have been running ever since.
Problematic on numerous levels. So what were you actually shipping?
I don't know. I was just flying for my life. But some bad people want it.
Yeah, that does seem to suck,
gets
but it
even
wasn't well
worse.
handled either.
A tracker just landed, and I just know he's hunting a bounty. Me. But the trick is, everyone knows the ship. But my info isn't in the database yet. All they got is my last name, Fahim. So if you go into the pit stop and claim you're Captain Fahim of the Markab, maybe you can deal with the tracker?
So you want me to get the bounty hunter to think I am the one they're looking for, and then what, get jumped? Tell me about this tracker thing.
A member of the Trackers Alliance. You know, Bang Bang Dead or Alive bounty hunters?
How do they only know your name?
The company is, well, a real train wreck. I'm amazed they even have my last name on file. For once, working for such a dump is a good thing.
Why are you working for them if they're so bloody awful? How would you want me to deal with the tracker?
I don't want anyone to get hurt, but he may not give you any choice.
Well, indeed. Well, I guess I'm Captain Fahim all of a sudden.
You are the best! This slate has everything they know about me. It's not much. He's the one with the cowboy hat. Just stay safe. Thank you.
Under the circumstances, I'm surprised she didn't run away screaming from me. Yeah, I'm happy to do that for now. There's another one I need to do here as well. Look at the slate she's given me. It'll be under new items, won't it? Galactic import-export, ships the Markab, Captain Rahim, 400 tons of slag steel from Neon to somewhere. Exception waiver fee paid in full, provisional approval granted, inspection passed. 30-day exemption granted by Neon Port Authority, pending full registration of Captain of Hotel Volai. What's the deal with this exemption? Why are they staying in the Hotel Volai? In what would appear to be my room. Best defense. I feel like there's one of these elsewhere as well. You're a security person, aren't you?
Yes.
No. Maybe. I don't know. Combat Tech Catalogue. Increase range and accuracy of combat tech weapons. Never do.
You here for commerce? Or another bored tourist? Some rules. If there's one place there's some law and order in this town, it's here. Don't even think about stealing anything. No haggling. The price is the price. And might be some other rules. Don't be an ass.
Takes one to know one. No law around here?
Well, hardly any. Someone gets himself stabbed in the gutter, security will be all over that. And grand theft, the big stuff, maybe even a ranger will get involved. But security's got better things to do than look into every petty squabble.
Okay, good rules, can respect that.
We won't have any problems. If you need weapons, the best defense is the only place in town. You may be thinking this place is a dump, but the hardware isn't.
I've got a sneaking suspicion it's not the only place in town.
Something for everyone.
What's life in Hopetown like?
There ain't any handouts here. You need to protect what's yours. But if you do, you can be your own person. I'll take that over being a corporate drone any day of the week.
This from a town named after the company that's dominating it and whose citizens frequently turn around and say the CEO is the best thing yet to ever happen. And corporate drone pretty much sums up the entire damn town so far. Albeit with a 3-star spin so far. Why do you have such serious merchandise?
A lot of my business is with travelers. Hopetown's the only patch of civilization anywhere near here. So I have to stock things that hit a little bit harder than home defense.
I think Narian should be reasonably civilized. Let's see what he's got.
Hopefully something catches your eye.
She's not that far away. Any cool spacesuits? No. Cool apparel. That's actually not the worst thing I've ever seen. What weapons has he got? Anything interesting? Technically better than mine, but maybe not once the other bits and pieces kick in. Incendiary rifle. He hasn't really got anything particularly exciting, unfortunately. Ooh, that's a cool poster.
Excuse me.
I wish I lived on a spaceship.
Mr. Soon.
Need something?
He doesn't sound sus at all. This interests a Hope Tech and stuff, so the bounty hunter should be over here somewhere.
What? You work hard, and you can make a good living here.
Okay. Pit stop, huh? Yeah, well, there are things that could be worse than execution, I suppose, but it's pretty low on the list, has to be said. Yep, he's got a cowboy hat. Quite a cool table.
Hey there.
Not you again. Are you following me, Phil? Creepy git. Shut up and drink. Interesting. Shit. It wasn't marked as theft, though. At all. My plan was to just run it straight over to the Trade Authority and flog it. But didn't really go according to plan, that did it. The next question is, who's the owner?
Hi there, friend.
Squeak to Phil Hill's voice is creepy as hell. Catch me stealing that time, did you? Git. I'm calling him Git, but I'm the one robbing his bedroom, so... Or her, I don't know. The Sinjuro 5 and Economic Meltdown. That's cool. I like the fact they seem to have bands on here. They've got a pool table, that's cool. Where the heck they put the band, though? I mean... I guess... They clear those tables out, or these ones out, and put them in over in. Crap is over there, though, so maybe not. Maybe they move the pool table. And look around.
Hey, stranger.
And Ernesto.
You look like you just got here too, right? What's your name, stranger? Might buy you a drink.
Still paranoid after that welder lost a tooth in the brawl.
Oh man, you missed that? The whole place was wrecked. There was blood everywhere. A couple of teeth too. I never seen Saul that mad.
Well, like I said, I'm not here.
Interesting.
Friends
Who are you?
call me Ernesto. Actually, everyone does. Because it's my name and all. And you? A little of this, a little of that. I like to keep busy.
He's a little shifty. Captain Fahim, pleasure to meet you.
Fahim, huh? Came in on that ship, the Markup? I bet you didn't know it. But I'm a tracker. And I'm here for your bounty. 2 ways this can go. You know the drill.
I've just spotted the slate behind him. Yeah, it's about. I haven't done anything wrong. Let's not do this. Got member of surprise. Got come to an arrangement. You're going to shoot me in here. Bounty, why me?
Bounty says you made off with a haul of medical supplies. Meant for orphans. Or something. I get a bonus if I turn the shipment in sight unseen. I figure they're in the market.
Really? It's interesting. Well, he is a tracker, apparently. Plan on shooting me in here?
Looks like a place that doesn't mind some color. Or you can surrender. I trank you up, deliver you, they kill you. Nobody ever picks that option.
Could come to some arrangement. I want to see what's on that slate before I make a decision. So if scumming, it is.
Payday is always a good day.
Hopetown raid evidence. Oh, okay.
All right. Neva went for it, so the plan's a go. The Crimson Fleet is going to do a quick smash and grab on Hopetown. To get started, I need a layout of the settlement. Don't leave anything out. I want every guard patrol, junction box, mark down everything. When it's go time, I'm going to need some kind of distraction. Maybe set off a mining charge or something. You know, keep security busy. You'll have at least a week's notice before we send in our ships, so that should give you plenty of time to get ready. All right, you wanted to be part of the fleet. This could be your ticket. Just don't screw it all up.
Ah.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Evidence for burden of proof. So, turns out, not anything relating to him.
Stranger. A little of this. I like to keep busy. Friends call me Ernest, because it's my name.
Skip by this.
Fahim, I bet you didn't know it. 2 ways this can go.
Bounty.
You made off with a haul of I get a bonus.
It's rather different from the story we were told.
I figure they're in the markup.
Also, when the bounty hunter is told, turn it in without opening the box, and you'll get a bonus. Makes you think, what's in the box? Right?
Looks like a place that... Or you can surrender. Nobody ever picks that.
Can we come to some arrangement?
I don't deal with smugglers and no good types. Well, I do, but more violent-like. My word's my bond.
You don't seem bad. I haven't done anything wrong. Let's not do this.
So you didn't shoot your way off Neon, Fahim? The bounty is pretty damn clear.
She says she didn't.
Something don't sit right with me. Not sure what.
Attack. $1 doesn't deserve bounty honor. The whole thing doesn't add up. Credits resolve the situation. Not the real one. Yeah, that's not going to go over well. I just think I'm lying to him, won't he? Trying to weasel out of it. Let's try the persuade.
Maybe. Maybe not.
What charity need tons of snacks there? You seem like an honorable man. You wouldn't kill an Elsa. Devon's off to the ship to hide here is lying. What charity need... What charity needs... He's suspicious. That's what I'm going to lean into. So, charity needs tons of slag steel.
Slag steel, huh? Well, I guess that don't make any sense.
Try to do the right thing. Let's try honourable man.
Don't try to play me.
Damn it. All this because of charity seems crazy. Yeah, let's try that.
Putting a death mark on a captain for charity? It is awfully suspicious. All right, I'm not taking you in. But
Yeah.
that just means somebody else will. Whatever you were shipping, you got to return it. The next tracker probably won't be as upstanding as I am.
Unfortunately, I jettisoned the cargo.
There's no way they're ever going to settle for that. Ah, sucks to be you. One more drink and it's liftoff.
You're gonna have a drink, go back to your ship, and then take off. I'm pretty sure drunk flying is at least as stupid as drunk driving. Well, I'm glad I managed to talk him down. Although he doesn't seem to care very much whether or not somebody's innocent or guilty, just whether or not it's going to come back and bite him in the ass. Why are you running at me, dude, in security uniform?
Hey, hold it, right there. You're under arrest.
There is no possible way you know I robbed that place. Therefore, you won't take me alive.
Do this the hard way, huh?
Not really, I'm just going to, because you can't possibly know what you claim to know.
Why would you do such a thing?
Well, you got a problem too, Andre. Did you need to die?
You're under arrest. No sudden moves. Got a live one here.
Yeah, there is absolutely no possible way they could know what I've got. Like, nobody saw me steal anything. Nobody knows what I did. Definitely didn't do anything wrong. Hi, you're not that quick, are you, boys? Where is it? Where is it? Ha! Well, crap. Yeah, fuck you.
Will not be a... They did not deserve that.
They gave me a dirty look. That's reason enough. Oh, you're after me as well, are you? Yeah, that's it. Running like a bunch of little bitches now, aren't you? Huh? Who did I accidentally murk over here that I didn't mean to? Oh, that person. Whoops. Oh, well. Anyway. I didn't go according to plan, apparently. That's a bit annoying. I'll have to jump back and do that whole fucking thing again, because there's no way I should have been caught on that. Door was closed, I was in stealth, nobody detected me. They just seemed to auto-detect me, which is weird.
Though, this place ain't bad. I'm new in town. What's your name, stranger? A little of this. I like to keep it. Friends call me Ernest, because it's my... Fahim, huh? I bet you didn't know it. Two ways this can go. Bounty says you made off with a haul. I get a bonus if I turn it. I figure they're in the mark. Looks like a place that... Or you can surrender. Nobody ever picks that option. I don't deal with smugglers. Well, I do, but... My word's my bond.
Right, let's try and persuade my way out of this. Yeah, it wasn't a particularly cunning plan. Well, the second time round it went okay, apart from the bounty. Everybody ran away and stopped shooting me.
Not sure. Maybe.
Everyone's after the shipment, whoever hired you is lying.
And all I have to back that up...
That's what the shot. Killing an innocent. Well, it went okay. Crazy, you know it.
You'd be surprised the contracts we get and from who. I believe you'd say... Well,
yeah.
I'm done.
Now you see, I have... Not sure why she's going barehanded when she has her own weapon there.
You died today.
I can say this gun is not very good though.
Now you'll bleed. And hit. Come on.
Now he's running. I do want to see what he's got on him. See? That's quite different. Nothing good. Anyway. We'll try again. That's like, you know, that's one thing I'm not keen on this persuasion system. If you're going to have something where you've got to pick the right options, have the right options succeed. When I pick the right option and they then fail anyway, it's a... No, not cool with that. I have a problem with that.
What are you up to?
Alright, Neva went for it, so the plan's a go. The Crimson Fleet is gonna do a quick smash and grab on Hopetown. To get stuff.
You know, I need to switch my gun out though, because I'm not particularly impressed with this one. Let's get this done, and then I'll...
I'm new in town. What's your name, stranger?
I'm not going through all the hassle right now.
Fahim, huh? I bet you didn't know it. Two ways this can go. So you didn't shoot your way off the bounty is bad, sir? Maybe. Maybe not.
Fine, strongly worded suggestions, yeah, so it would seem. Yeah, I'm not even getting the forward option. Let's try the honourable man thing.
People do say that about me.
I do the right thing, killing me is wrong.
It's not
Oh, wait,
easy,
what?
but I don't kill people that don't need killing.
You said that it smells fishy, trust your gut.
Yeah, nothing about this adds up. All right, I'm not taking you in. But that just means somebody else will. Whatever you were shipping, you got to return it.
Just in the cover.
There's no way there. One more drink, and it...
Okay. Right. Here's hoping it doesn't go belly up this time. We can hope not. Nobody's running at me, so that's an improvement. So we've established this is kind of rubbish, so I'll have that back, because that's kind of not rubbish. No legendary effects, but it's way better. Substantially more effective. Right then, let's go and talk to the lady who wanted me to deal with the bounty hunter that I talked down.
I feel sick. This
Fahim,
can't be
Della.
happening.
Della. Why don't you just run? Because you'd be on the run for anything you left out?
I mean, maybe. At my 6th birthday, the theme was unicorns. Sorry, bad joke.
What's the tracker to let you go?
I feel like I can finally breathe again.
Yeah, don't get too
Thank you.
comfy. Okay, the tracker's a good guy. They will send more. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to try very hard to disappear. You think? I mean, of course they will. Oh, God. I don't mean to be ungrateful and all, but I really, really need to go. Thank you.
Some cash and some XP. I'm more interested in XP than anything else, to be honest. It really wasn't that much, but still. So, I've got... mission somewhere all the way down here. Media Sponge, there we go. Buy the Dragonstar Force book for this guy who wants a book. Apparently purchasable in here, at the pit stop. Okay. From this person.
As vital as spaceships are to the settled systems, everything would grind to a halt without the Trade Authority. If I am not mistaken, you are new here. I hope you find Hope Town as full of opportunity as the Trade Authority does. A marvelous place, truly laissez-faire. If you have any difficult cargo to unload, I'm happy to oblige.
That's really quite open about that. Hope Town's okay with you being here?
Security and I have come to a very equitable arrangement. Beneficial
bribes.
to all parties.
Explains why they were so overzealous. What are you doing here?
A little of this, a little of that. Anything we can do to facilitate trade.
Mini by contraband.
It is true that the Trade Authority is just terrible at inspecting cargo manifests. We really plan on getting better about that one day. So, do you need anything?
Why are you set up in a bar?
I've never been much for offices or a storefront.
Because he's a crook in a suit.
People from all over the system come here. A true crossroads.
Okay, where do you keep your stock?
Excellent.
So, he should have the book that I need to buy, Dragonstar Force. That is a good looking spacesuit. Digipix, I'll have those. Got some weapons, apparently. I don't suppose there's anything good. That's a high-tech looking pistol. Have a good mag share. Well, I've got one, but it's very, very good actually, but not the most fun. By the way, I haven't found a katana in the game, and I'm wondering if there is one, or if Wakizashi is as big as it gets. Since there's Tantos as well, you know?
See me later at my residence. I'll see what we can do to help. And how you'll pay for it.
That's not creepy as shit.
There was a time when every business magnate in the collective... Hello.
I was doing so good. And then it was just like, oh, by the way, gotcha. Fucking telepathic. Yeah, screw it. I'll leave it then. People got bleeding X-ray vision going on around here. See what's in my pockets. It's Militaria is the Ruined Pain Blade. I'm curious what that looks like. But, fair enough. Alright, Nia Kalu, where is she? Somewhere here. Hanging out in Hope Tech's main building, apparently.
Yes?
Before I go in there, I do want to have a look at some stuff. We've got a bruise, apparently. Yeah. Apparently they want to stick a plaster on a bruise. That seems a little bit pointless, really. Like sticking a cast on an ingrowing toenail. It's not really productive. That's Nia Kalu's ship. I thought it looked familiar. And quite badass. Just wanted to see if there's anything else out here, anything more to the settlement. A whole bunch of ships tucked away, or partial ships. Also, there's that landing gear I'm interested in exploring further as well. It's quite an interesting style. Yeah, I'm a little surprised they didn't go the whole hog and put a katana in when they put the other two in. It's odd. If it pops up in DLC, I will not be particularly impressed with that particular decision. Okay, so while we're here, they've basically used the same storage stuff as we have in the same way that we do, except they've got different skins for it. So, jelly. Also, all of these little crates and things, all of this would be so good to have in the build menu to decorate places up with. And then like a bajillion other things as well. But, yeah.
Hello.
Howdy.
Howdy indeed.
Excuse me.
So let's go and have a look in here.
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
I realise they're the biggest employer and stuff, but I do feel like the company town thing's a little creepy. Water tastes funny, please change filter soon. If you feel sick, please report to med staff immediately. Inspection soon, get it together people, reminder, clean your spacesuit after each use. Oof. Movie night in the lounge and some other stuff. Interesting. The Ron Hope has his own security, and they don't always necessarily get along with.
I have never liked Hope Tech ships, though I suppose that is hardly the point of them.
I actually quite like the cockpits. Yeah, the difference of opinion there between security and Hope Tech, and yeah, Ron Hope's security is interesting.
Those outlaws didn't give
That
you too
guy's
much
jacket
trouble,
looked cool
I
for a
trust?
second, but maybe not. Yeah, peak investment and stuff. Behind the cluttered decorations you can't have. Yeah. I suspect we'll get these ones through mods, unlike with Fallout, though. I know we're going to get a whole load of stuff. Well, I know. I'm very, very educated guess that we'll get a whole load of stuff through DLC as well. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the Creation Club make a comeback and add tons of stuff to building as well. It seems like given the way the Atomic Shop went, like an opportunity they probably wouldn't like get past. Oh, Todd Howard did an interview with Wired recently. Went up on their YouTube channel yesterday. It was kind of interesting in some ways. Him sort of reviewing sort of the games they've made and what they meant to the company and the technology changes and stuff. But he also talked about the numbers of people who are involved in making each one. It's not very many, which is quite interesting, including Starfield, incidentally. How are you feeling?
I can walk, talk, and breathe without too much pain. That's good enough for me.
I mean, it's a start, I suppose. No trouble, put up a good fight, got him in the end, lucky to be alive, no trouble at all.
Good. I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened him up for you. You've
I
got
mean, no,
good
it didn't,
timing.
but...
A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free.
Nobody from Hotech reported the theft.
No, and I can't get answers as to why not. I'm sure Mr. Hope has his reasons.
Yeah, you're as bad as the rest of them. Everybody around here's got a brown tongue. I'm gonna have a nosy around first.
I'll be right here when you want to head up.
Yeah, like the top half of their outfit isn't bad. The bottom half just looks like a general jumpsuit, but some half's actually got a little bit of style to it. Beep beep. Doopy doopy. Sails, huh? Thought it was a starship, not a water-based one. Yeah, I also want to have a look at all the cool stuff on the back shelf here. Ask once again why I can't put it in my outpost. House.
Welcome to Hope Tech Sales. Give me your invoice. You got the financing set up already?
How tough is it to get the job? I have the needs. The application list.
Oh no.
I've been trying to get my brother a job here. He's got it.
How's it going, Steve? You alright?
Didn't even score an interview. To work here? Really?
What did you manage to do, Steve? I think I'd buy something I'm not sure who do you think I am?
Some middle manager type? Like 90% of everybody I deal with. Listen, you may need to impress your boss and all, but I don't care. Let's just get this done as efficiently as possible, and I'll just tell everybody how amazing you were.
Jesus, sounds like a well-paid sex worker. Let's get this done quickly and efficiently, and I'll tell everyone you were great. Don't have an invoice.
You don't? Wait, you're a solo outfit, aren't you? Okay. Nice. Well, what you need to know about our ships is they're from stern to bow, built for reliability. Other star yards might got glitz or some weird crazy lines. With Hope Tech, you get people that care about you making that 300th freight run safely and on time.
It's all a Starborn ship. Oh, cool. Nice. I mean, I've only seen the one so far, so, you know. You got one as well? Get there before they leave the ship. Sure, we'll figure something out. What do you think about Ron Hope? Let me see. Have you got a brown tongue?
Listen, this whole system was nothing until Ron Hope came here. He gave us a purpose, a mission. Something we could be proud of. To us, this job is life. And the quality of what we make shows it.
I like the sound of Hope Tech.
A smart person chooses substance over form every time. Sound familiar? So what do you
but sometimes you just gotta go for style. Read there's delivery jobs on offer. Tell me about your ships.
Our motto is, they're trucks in space. And captains pushing freight through the systems are our bread and butter. But Hope Tech builds solid. A lot of formidable scout ships and even military rigs use Hope Tech.
How'd you wind up here?
I worked the freight lines flying a Hope Tech ship for near a decade. Gertrude saw me through plenty of scrapes and just hard travel. Hope Tech ships will save your life. They did mine.
Anaya. I like your name. Anaya. Cool. See what we got for sale.
Right away.
Star Semi. Which again doesn't help much with the joke I made earlier. Big rig. Very insectoid looking monster. I do quite like those landing gear, I've got to admit. I mean, yeah. I don't know, I like landing gear with interesting style to it, I guess. Not a fan of the cockpit, though. Space Truck 2. My god, that is a large truck. It's a... oh my god, that is huge. A lot of space in that. Not sure how much cargo space it's really got. But otherwise, it's a big chunky boy. pick up to. Interesting design. Watchdog 3, that's slightly less hideous, but still not my cup of tea. Little muff. I don't even know what it's supposed to mean, but it's a bit weird. Make sure Damo's stuff in that one, though. Silent runner.
You ever check out the prices at Trident? You could buy like a fleet of Hope-Tech ships for the same price.
Our motto is, "They're trucks in space." Really, you need to hear Mr. Hope say it. Do you need anything?
Right. I was going to assume one of Hope's office would be up here somewhere, but I'm now starting to wonder if that's the case.
Off-worlders. Nothing good ever comes from them.
Charming as ever. I assume that must be him.
Pardon.
I hope you're having a great visit to Hope.
I'm having a curious visit. Place is not quite what I was expecting. At least that's his office all the way at the top, which I could also see being a thing. Union Pale, how are we doing? I like that artwork, especially that. Wouldn't mind that.
Just keep it holstered. We'll get along fine.
I've been trying to get my brother a job here. He's got a degree in starship engineering. Didn't even score an interview.
To work here? Really?
Hope Tech's the best damn job in the system.
They are really quite keen on
How's it going?
the company, really, aren't they?
Upstairs?
Let's go.
His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on.
Yeah, finally, pal. Got into an argument with my own fingernails when I put a hoodie on, maybe.
Ron Hope isn't just the founder and president of Hope Tech. He's on the Council of Governors. The council oversees the Freestar Rangers, so don't rile him up. I've spent
Yeah, it's the second time we've heard that.
build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire about the man.
It's not that guy.
He built. Pretty much everyone in this town owes him for their livelihood.
Bet he didn't put the rugs down.
That must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect.
Everybody got their tongue up his butt round here. I get the feeling this guy is not going to be squeaky clean.
Is it just me, or does every executive in the settled systems have an office on the top floor? I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're, well, above everyone.
They want the view from the top, don't they? Let's drop a quick save, just in case. That's quite a nice piece of art, actually.
As for parts, we could try outsourcing. Do a contract with scavengers, maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Well, talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember?
It's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Bridget. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Free Star Rangers. At last. Dan, good to see you. I think we're done here, Bridget.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling, being a Free Star Ranger. We certainly could use more of you.
Are you sure? I changed the order one time after construction begins, and I get all this badgering. Yes, I'm sure.
Can't talk to him from the chair in front of his desk. That's kind of irritating. Come on.
I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better.
Why didn't you mention it then? Found your stolen ship. Do everything you can on the promises. Found your stolen ship on Montara Luna.
That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
It is kind of familiar, yeah.
Don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors.
Yes, he's a bit of a tool. This is the truth, but yeah. Where are your position?
I trust that you know what I expect of you. Now,
thought he was a bit of a bell.
Tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind.
A group of mercenaries hired a thief to steal your ship. A group of men trying to acquire a farm. Let's go with a group of mercenaries, as it sounds a little bit more credible. Oh, it's I can see his face. Mind you, I haven't spent a great deal of time around Shigarath, so...
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Sadly, there's no lack of mercenaries in the settled systems. I suppose the chance to cut costs by stealing a ship was too good to pass up. Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can.
Why didn't you report the theft?
Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal.
I do like a couple of bits of this stuff.
Every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist.
Well, it seems like a bit of a cup half full approach, but okay. Anyone see the thief?
We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all. Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than a little suspicious. However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not inconceivable the thief could have slipped in unseen.
Anything unique about stolen ship?
No, nothing at all. It was just a standard HopeTech cargo holder. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. HopeTech builds some of the most durable and reliable
everything's a sales
starships in the
pitch.
settled systems. Now, you can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes.
Well, that could be true. They haven't got the style, though, have they? Although, in some ways, I actually do like the style more. Thief had inside help. Know anything about that?
What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. HopeTech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know.
Think that's everything?
Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price.
Well, he sounds sincere. Wes Johnson, there we go.
If more people know about the theft, your chances of learning something useful will improve. Someone might have seen the thief and could identify them.
I considered that, but in the end, I deemed it too great a risk. I've chosen to place my faith in the Freestar Rangers instead.
Yeah, half businessman, half politician. It sounds like he really does care about his workers. On the other hand, I don't know. I don't know that I entirely trust it. He could just be make himself look good line, rather than an actual genuine position. Mind you, everybody does seem to have good things to say about him, which is cool, which implies it's either very genuine or they're shit scared of him and won't say a word because they know their entire livelihood and possibly homes and place on the planet would disappear if they upset him. But, so he's either as white as he seems or really underhanded. And I don't know which
Let's
yet.
get on with it, shall we? Time is money.
See, that's not exactly convincing me that he's not the underhanded type. Understand your position. I think I'll go with you.
Hope so.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope, but there's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Xion just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Xion, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word?
Ooh, he's got a very valuable book there that I'd like to pick up, but Hope Family Tree. It's got a couple of things, but there's no way I'm going to be able to take any of it without being absolutely screwed. Once everybody gets up and leaves. Which doesn't seem... Well, he's leaving.
If you'll excuse me, I am on duty. Mr. Hope is a vital part of not only Polvo, but of the entire Freestar Collective. Sorry, I can't talk now.
Did you not get the Freestar range a bit? If I want you to talk, I can make you talk, and you can't do shit about it, actually, except your boss is also my boss, so maybe he can. Well, if she doesn't F off, and... guess that's her desk, is it? Yeah, 2 books on there I wouldn't mind picking up, but I'm going to get into no end of trouble if I try.
That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail.
Was hoping for more, but
Yeah, me too. So, guess you're headed for Xion. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us, but And Neon's a different
Sounds
kind of place.
ominous. Well, how's Neon different?
We could talk for an hour about that. The short version would be that crime, law, and justice don't exactly mean the same things there. The badge doesn't carry the same weight on Neon, so you might have to get creative.
Does this involve
Yeah.
Mr. Hope?
A significant number of Neon's population are so bent you could use them as a corkscrew.
Can use help.
Idle. You think
he's what I'd call a pragmatist. He sees things for what they are. He's also well connected, which means a lot on Neon. You should listen to what he tells you. It'll keep you out of trouble.
But if something happens,
Jalen Price,
should
go.
be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do.
Thank you.
It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there.
No worries. What are you up to next?
I'll be taking it easy for a couple of days. Need time to heal up. Then, I need to get back up there and keep an eye out for more pirates. I'm hoping to track one of their ships so I can find their hideout. Guess we could both use a little luck, huh?
Indeed. Keep your eyes and ears open. I'm not sure we got the whole story here.
Yeah, the question of who helped the starship thief is still an open one. Don't you worry. I'll keep an ear to the ground. You be careful in Neon.
Always. Ooh, good Miller there. So she's off. Now all I need to do is persuade her to go off. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. Intriguing. It still keeps on going up. You just can't access it without coming through here. Actually, you might be able to access this place from further down and then access it, but either way.
Workers like to play hard here. They deserve it.
It doesn't look like a town where people play out hard, to be honest with you.
Sure, we get the occasional bar fight, but it's usually pretty quiet around here.
Benjamin Bayer, Kila City's mayor will be as well. There's probably somebody from Narian as well, I would think, because that's part of 3 Star Collective as well.
Oh no, that doesn't work. The O2 needs enough capacity.
A designer, I assume.
It's a tough town, but these are good people.
Shh. Yeah, I wouldn't get spot for pirate hunting. Indeed. I feel like there might be somebody else on the council as well. But
as long as you keep the peace, you're good in my book.
Off-worlder, right? Stay safe. Almost done with my shift.
I see. I was like, what's that hanging in the sky there? I realised it's just the top of something that hadn't loaded in. Well, taking over Kila City and declared itself mayor. Well, I own, like, several properties.
Find the interior of this ship comforting.
Right, Neon.
Ship's clear and the sky is falling.
There we go.
Maneuvering into position. And we are now in stable orbit.
Let's go. I'm curious where this is going to go. This little quest line. Yeah, well, something that they set out to improve on from Skyrim, not taking over every faction. Just being involved. Like joining up with Ryujin, you can get a job with them, but you can't become CEO and stuff. It's cool. Got like the final reward for this one. I'm looking forward to seeing what it is. No rush though. Enjoying the quest line. Work my way through it. And if you fill out this application and accept a job and they help you develop your technology, they will own it. Because that will be part of the contract. Anything you develop as an employee, they'll own. I have no doubts on that point. That's not a bad outfit. Oh, there's that actually. You want to become CEO of every agent, she's got the one outfit that you want but can't have. Interesting. Not having gotten there yet, I haven't seen it, so I guess we'll see, won't we?
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you?
Range price, no way to get your fellow badge. You're expecting someone else?
Not exactly, but I get a lot of unwanted visitors. Kinda comes with the territory here.
Quite the blast back he's got going on there. Ranger price?
The one and only. Well, the Marshal's message said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here, but this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people pursue careers for the uniform and stuff. I mean, seems odd to me, but again, I should just give up.
I think you should be careful.
Oh, that's always a good idea. I'm sure the people of Neon want to uphold the law. No, they don't. I hope I can count on your help.
You can count on my help if you play by the rules. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace and make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
You should take his words to heart.
Yeah, see... Yeah, well, that's bullshit for starters. You just turn a blind eye. Who runs this place? Would cause trouble? Well, I'll cause trouble, I have no doubt, but nothing I can't handle. How's that? Just turn a blind eye?
I pick my battles, and I pick them carefully. Our first duty is to protect the people of the Freestar Collective. But sometimes you have to choose which people to protect, because not everyone is innocent.
True, but also completely meaningless.
That would be Benjamin Bayou. He's out to squeeze every credit he can from the people of this city, and he doesn't much care who gets hurt in the process. He's also got a seat on the Council of Governors, which proves that if you've got enough credits, you can buy anything you want.
Controlling person behind Neon would have. But, yeah. I do wish we could bring him down in some way. Unfortunately, not an option.
Good.
Consider whether your obligation to the Rangers outweighs whatever may usually pass for justice in Neon.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was
No idea what any of what she's saying means, though.
There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cost credits, nothing in Neon is free.
She said, don't call that I should be careful about causing trouble. I said I won't cause trouble, and she didn't like that either. I think there's a version of this interaction that I can get away with when Andresia does like it. Right, last two ideas. Games Workshop, where I worked for them, paid him for the ideas and gave him a percentage deal on sales, and then shelved them.
Or something?
Oh, I see. I had to read that like 2 or 3 times before I computed properly. Yeah, I mean, if they'd made them and put them out there and it was getting paid on revenue, that wouldn't be so bad, but I mean, at least got something for the ideas. But the fact they just went, yeah, we're going to shelve it and do nothing, that really fucking sucks. Does he still get, if they decide to develop it in future, will he still get paid? Big if, but I suppose probably will if the contract, contract depends what the contract says. But yeah, I could see that being very, very frustrating. One more reason, if you come up with an idea or anything cool, quit your job before you do anything about it so you don't lose it. Or be aware of what the terms of your contract are. Take the Clayton, you sure this informant's get a lot of unwanted visitors. Any advice? Badge make your target. Was it your choice to be stationed on Neon? I'll start with unwanted visitors.
Of course. Neon's full of desperate people who have nowhere else to turn. For some, it's the drugs. For others, it's
I recognise this guy's voice as well.
There are a lot of ways to lose everything in this city. My rule is simple. If someone brought it on themselves, then I don't get involved.
But Rangers are supposed to help people in need.
Rangers are supposed to exercise good judgment. I'm one person here. I can't help
it. It is a realistic response.
The best I can do is try to protect the ones who are innocent. And believe me, it's a full-time job.
Any advice?
Stay out of people's business until you can't. Be willing to let the small stuff slide. Don't break up a fight unless it's getting out of hand. Most of all, don't assume that badge will protect you.
No, it only protects you if you've got sufficient backup to help muscle the situation. Fortunately, I kind of do, but still. Does the badge make your target here?
Nah, I've got friends in high places, so to speak. I'm the
That's
son
upsetting.
of a
It doesn't mean the badge doesn't make you.
executive. Maybe you've heard of her. Name's Alexis Price. There's a sort of fragile peace here in Neon. It's better for everyone if the syndicates and the corporations coexist with minimum friction.
I mean, he seems like he's genuinely somebody who's got the kind of workload that he can't possibly deal with, and is just therefore focusing on the bits that are most important and for the right reasons. But at the same time, it's like his connections and stuff that who make you go, they're an advantage, but they're also make you. Oh, shut up. They're an advantage, but they also make you wonder whether or not he's entirely on the level. Did you choose to be stationed here?
Believe it or not, yeah, it was. My mother's an executive with Ryujin, so I grew up here. I volunteered for this post as much to keep the other Rangers out of trouble as any other reason. If some hotshot rookie took this job and started flashing the badge everywhere, it wouldn't end well.
I mean, sounds reasonably genuine. Sure this guy is trustworthy?
This is Neon. There are no guarantees, and who I find trustworthy changes on a daily basis. Talk to him or don't. It's your call.
Sounds about right. Contract with Games Workshop stipulated within 3 years of leaving the company. Any ideas you came up with had to offer to them first. Well, yeah, I mean, your options there are keep your mouth shut or until that 3 years is up, or if they want to buy it for a reasonable amount, you can make that offer if you're planning on selling it to someone else. But if you want to develop it yourself, then you'd have to keep Xion, or not take the job in the first place. Take me to Billy Clayton. Talk to him or don't. It's your choice. But if you don't, you're not going to be able to advance the story. Quest. Ooh, nice artwork in here. Come on, guys. What the fuck? Cool stuff in there I can't have as well. Three years is a long one, yeah. Yeah.
That was pretty impressive.
I would generally agree with you there, Gary.
Bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. I learned quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the Marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't. Now, if someone tried to hold up a bank here, they'd be gone.
Yeah, but that's not particularly advantageous to the company, is it, Gary? So they're not going to agree to that.
You understand, don't you? That's why you just told me that you won't cause trouble. Keep that in mind, and you'll fit right in.
Yeah, there's one thing that's apparently slightly better on console than it is on PC. You can match the walking speed of people a little bit better. I run faster than he walks, but I walk much slower than he does, so it's like... Yeah, I wonder where that elevator goes. I think I kind of did realise where it goes recently, but I don't remember right now. Frankie's Grab and Go. Okay, not been down this direction here yet.
Hey, Billy. Got a second?
What? Oh, it's you. Give me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Sure, far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
Wearing a UC jumpsuit. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but...
What do you need?
Stolen Hope Tech ship landed here recently. Need information on pilot. Looking for a thief skill and enough to steal a ship from the factory. Tell you what you know about a stolen Hope Tech ship. Make it a quick scab. Information on the pilot. Thief skilled enough to steal a ship from the factory. Info on the pilot, I'm thinking. I'm liking the top one.
Huh. A stolen Hope Tech ship, huh? Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day.
I think they'd have found a way to make that very fucking difficult, but...
You know what I mean?
Everything in Neon has a price.
People have been in danger, don't make me persuaded the hard way. Yeah, I'll pay him.
Credits ain't really what I need. There is something you could do for me.
If you ask me, there are better uses for credits.
I can help you, but right now my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right?
You're just standing in the middle of the street when you think your life is in danger. Refusing to cooperate because that would have consequences. Where are you going with this? Where are you going with this?
Just hear me out, okay? I need to know I can count on you.
He looks a bit soggy. Yep, we help people.
Hear this. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now,
Name rings a
Goodman's
bell,
coming
actually.
after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
An all too familiar story in this city.
She's getting the boot in a second. She's annoying me right now.
Did my best to stay out of trouble, but found me anyway.
Not my problem. Tell me what you know about Starship Thief. What syndicate you talking about? I'll talk to you. Tell me about the syndicate. I'm happy to help you out.
The only one that matters around here. The Seoka Syndicate. They pretty much run the city. That being said, rumor has it that Emmett Goodman is on the outs, so they might not miss him much if he were to disappear.
I'll talk to this lane shark.
I swear it on my best set of wrenches. Goodman's holed up in one of the warehouses on Ebside. Place is locked up tight, but there's a guard who watches the door, and he's got the key.
I'll stay with Billy in case Goodman's men come to collect. They're not stupid enough to tangle with me.
Okay. Enjoy your sweetie. Fuck off.
You will be lost without me, but as you wish.
I'm doing the right thing, and every time I do the right thing, she dislikes it. And every time I do something that is in line with what she just said, she also dislikes it. So she can fuck right off, in short. I'm a bit pissed off with her.
Be careful around here. Everyone stays nice.
Slightly annoying, that. I wouldn't mind if she was actually somewhat consistent, but... Oh, this went down, did it? Okay. Presumably on the other side to the one I came down previously. Okay. I know where I'm at. There's the landing pad with my ship on it. So I was just over up there before. Interesting. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. I was over up here, because my ship was just down there, and the landing pad was nearby. Somehow I came out over there, despite the fact I came down this elevator. Unless there's another landing pad on the other side that was active for some reason. It's a bit weird. I just feel like the top level and the bottom level are not matching up by being the same way around you'd expect. Either that or I wasn't where I thought I was. I assume I wasn't where I thought I was, but...
Apparently that's the law, and it's been in existence from the beginning.
Sorry, what? Wasn't listening.
Interesting outfits there. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me, Steve, to be honest. It's the sort of thing companies do. Mind you, they can't do it if they don't know about it. I mean, you can't start launching things until you're outside of the bounds of the contract, but I'll have a bloody hard time proving when you had the idea if you don't write anything down. Then you can keep your ideas. On the other hand, you won't find out if they're buying it to shelve it until after you've spoken to them, so...
Property. You'd better keep walking. This is private property.
You sound like a broken record. Show badge, persuade, bribe, persuade.
Do you now?
I can bust through. Help me forget about. I'll try that one. I don't think it's gonna work.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Actually, I know it's not going to work. I just want to bring up some more useful options. Not trying to make things difficult. You're pissing me off. Tired of asking. Not trying to make things difficult.
There's nothing
not
to
work.
talk about. I've already made myself clear.
Think carefully about your next answer.
Calm down. Maybe we can work this out.
I am on the verge of shooting him in the head. No reason for us to have a problem, is there?
This isn't getting us anywhere.
Right, there is a reason for us to have a problem.
Got hearing problems. I don't know. I said you ain't getting in here, and I meant it. Now get lost.
Well, I did warn you. The entire city just went nuts, apparently. In a city where they really don't care about stuff like this. That's interesting. Judging by the screaming in the background.
Apparently that's the law. And it's been in existence from the beginning.
Man, you would think something like that.
You lost? You'd better keep walking. This is private property. Do you now?
He didn't reload. Well, there's only so much reloading I'm willing to do. No, you have to keep some people out. My someone who respects the rules. Let's try that one.
Thank you.
I'm being nice by asking first. I'm getting in one way or other. That's tempting. Important, let's been no reason for us to have a problem, though, is there?
Sorry, but I can't.
You're not going to get a third chance, buddy, and you're already on your second. Just between us.
I hope I can trust you. You go in, talk to the man, and then you come right back out. Try anything stupid, and it's your funeral. Here, this will get you in.
Nice. Neon's well-known law, almost law city until you break the law. Yeah, exactly. But even if it was a completely law-abiding city, people on Promenade up top, the main thoroughfare, main street or whatever, would not start screaming because I shot somebody on, like, the other side of town instantaneously. I mean, if they saw it, yeah. But if they just heard the shots, no, probably not. But more importantly, neither of those would have occurred. They would not have. Most of them would not have seen or heard anything. Kind of want to see if there's a marker for her there, but it's not coming up with one. Just a syndicate, okay.
What? Got a problem?
Seems to be a lot of people with a real dodgy haircut up here. So this is the guy we want to persuade to leave.
Customer, perhaps?
Well
now, always happy.
The mechanical lane.
Tell me, what brings you by, friend? Little light on credits, are you?
Hear about the debt you're trying to collect from Billy Clayton. Your day's spraying. What kind of operation are you running now?
Oh, it's just a modest enterprise, really. You could call me an importer and exporter. Inherited the trade from my daddy. But I'm sure you ain't hear about my business.
Billy Clayton.
It's awful kind of you to intervene on my behalf. But I think I have the matter well in hand. Thank you all the same for your concern.
Billy doesn't know anything that it was his brother's.
Well, that's where you're wrong. Cal agreed to my terms, including collection from family on the event of his passing.
Family did not, though, so irrelevant.
To it. But make no mistake, that's exactly what he did. What's your stake in this anyway?
Am I going to have to murder you? Because I don't like you very much. I have to... need info from Billy. Help me out. None of your business. Idea of put fear and just come back like you sounded fun.
If you think I'm afraid of some loudmouth deputy, you've got a lot to learn.
I don't like this man. I'm asking for your cooperation now.
Then offer me something I want, and I'll consider it.
You can keep your brain inside your skull. Free-to Rangers might hold the garage. Testing my patience. Billy's better getting by as it is.
Well, that ain't wrong.
Getting on the range bad side, come back to hurting you.
Seems to me like you're a long way from Aquila City.
Seems to me you got 3 dudes with you besides yourself, and I can easily take you all down on my own. I'm not that worried. That kid into the corner might make it dangerous. Get tired of your attitude. You're wasting time, but he hasn't got the money.
Got a point. I'll give you that.
Maybe one day you'll need the Rangers on your side. Let's try that.
That is true.
Wasting time. Billy hasn't got the money. Well, same one I did again, but should get 3.
You got something, and something's better than nothing.
Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it?
You're drunk on your newfound authority, thinking I'm some small-time crook you can push around. Maybe it's time I show you how we resolve disagreements here in
I think you're just a meat sack. A dead meat sack.
Damn it, not my face!
Can you reload, please? Love of God.
No one kills Shioka and lives!
The shot would go where I was aiming, that'd be great too. Ridiculous. You seem to have spontaneously acquired some friends, but... Well... The problem, a lot of people have some really dodgy haircuts. Yeah, that's definitely a problem. Okay, drop some of the upper railings, but open gunfire is frowned on. Yeah! Even so, the random screaming's not great. Nothing in it. I mean, it's worth money. It's not worth it enough to make it worth picking up off him. Nothing personal, I just don't like your face. Syndicate boss seat. Okay, I'll have that. Yeah. I mean, I think Billy might have to leave town now. Can't access his computer, so I can't wipe his records out, which is a bit annoying. There's definitely one body I haven't looted somewhere, I'm sure of that. There you are. Your knife became mysteriously became an axe. Oh, 99. Cool. Yeah, these are. I was trying to talk way through it, but you have to be an asshat. So that's like it preys on desperate people and then takes it out of their family. Nah. That's not how you do your business. More business if people don't think you're going to screw their family over as well. People might actually have a bit more faith in you. Instead of only getting the most desperate people coming to you. Oh well.
You're gonna die tonight.
Yeah, again, the entire town is screaming apparently now. Yeah, that screaming in the distance that makes no sense at all. That. Oh, now I'm through here. I seem to be okay. Very strange.
Empside's a bad place for tourists these days.
I find it slightly amusing that I took the guy into let him in, and then he was just the last one standing and attacked me on the way back out. I guess he heard the gunfire. Brave, but foolish.
Oh, yeah. I've seen them at least 3 times now. They hit the bars, buy a lot of drinks, and talk up how great they are, out in almost one course.
In other words, they're recruiting.
Yeah, pretty successful too. The locals really eat up that former war heroes crap. It's been more than 20 years. I think nobody would care anymore.
To a lot of people, war heroes is exactly what they were.
That's interesting and relevant.
When I was a kid, my friends and I used to pretend we were 1st Cavalry soldiers fighting off imaginary UC troops.
A lot of kids played that game.
Okay, we are on the other side. That was definitely just me then. I thought the spaceport was down there. I feel like it probably is, but like the whole city's actually rotated, but I don't know.
Oof, it's on the tip of my tongue.
A lot of people seem to be gathering up over the side random.
Goodman's with the syndicate, but he's on the outs. Dealing with him won't cause ripples.
Suits me.
Hope you're a paying customer.
You're not doing business, okay. Tell me, have you ever been to Hollywood? Store in it?
Sure. I just don't get too many quality customers here. Most folks head over to Newell's or the Emporium if they've got the creds. I'd say less than half my customers are legit. The others are just kids up to no good.
I'm not trying to say anything, just looking around, lost some potatoes in the middle.
Just something I call everyone. Nothing to get worked up over. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my husband and I opened it a while back. These days, if you ain't a regular, you're usually trouble.
No trouble for me. Trusting's hard these days. Open shop in New Atlantis or Sedania if you don't like trouble. What do you sell here?
Snacks, drinks, odds and ends. Typical convenience store fare. Thought we'd snag a few of the Astro Lounge club-goers who might want something to go on their way home. Turns out we
not exactly a thoroughfare.
Appealing to the local gangs.
Then
Of course, something happened. Ain't that always the case? Let's just say those hopes died a long time ago, and there ain't no reviving them.
I get it. Trusting anyone's hard these days.
Sounds like we understand each other then.
Ready for sale. Subaru. Okay. Digbo has some cross. Oh, okay. That's another quest. So it's business with your husband?
Solomon thought a small convenience store with cheaper prices would make a killing. Of course, the only killing made was when he got himself shot in a robbery. Now it's just me running this place, so you can see why I'm not a huge fan of strangers in my shop.
Where is that? Type of people in on regular customers.
Mostly tied up in those good-for-nothing gangs. Those disciples and strikers always fighting over who gets to run the place, and not giving a damn over whose lives they ruin.
Yep, sounds about right. You get much business back here?
I may not be on the main strip, but I make enough to keep me afloat.
And that's why you're a target for robbers.
Crew.
A little lazy anyway. What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
That can go. I do quite like the shotty, although I don't think I'd want one. There's a pistol-sized shotgun that still fires 12 gauges. Yeah, weird. E99. I've never actually used one of these. Another 11mm gun. Got a few perks that might make them actually somewhat worth having, but... And she's broke already. Cool. What a surprise. So what's she got? Nothing particularly great. Oh, it's gone under the buyback, okay. Cousin bus oil. Digipix. Oh well.
Until next
Kind of hoping I might be able to sell a bit more to her, but it was not to be apparently.
Started her own homestead.
Did you talk to Goodman?
Yeah.
She's so amazing. Her only flaw is
I talked to him. He didn't listen. I shot him in the face repeatedly. Unfortunately, it came to violence. Didn't work out well for him.
I didn't mean to put you in harm's way. I was hoping he'd come around when he saw you were a Freestar Ranger deputy.
He did not.
Took me about a week on the job to learn that doesn't usually work around here.
Okay. Time for me to keep my end of the bargain. The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit. And she's been throwing money around, so must have paid well.
Then.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
I'm so behind on my work.
Cool.
When's the report due anyway? I don't know.
Right. I know where Madame Sauvage is. I've been there before. Fortunately, I had a falling out with the most attractive member of the Crimson Fleet. It's a pity. Anyway, how does this outfit look that I've just acquired? Weird. And plasticky. But not the worst I've seen.
Enjoy some unique company and toss back one of our exclusive velocity cocktails. Madame Sauvage's.
Yeah, the name of this place and the way it's presented, it does make my skin crawl a teeny tiny little bit. Just that is an interesting outfit. She's named, so...
Oh, great. Just who I don't want to see. A Freestar Ranger, and his... What are you? A sidekick or something?
She doesn't look like somebody I'd assume is a Starship thief. Ranger Deputy, something like that. You're going to find out, something like that.
Now that's what I call real conviction. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the Ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered. Anyway, this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on with it.
It does have that kind of vibe, doesn't it? It reminds me of something else as well, I feel like. But I have no idea what. It may just be that I'm, Crosswire is from Zoolander, but, yeah. That's a good movie. I mean, it's a terrible movie, but that's why it's great. It's meant to be, therefore it is brilliant. Run into with the law before, huh, Grace?
Maybe more. And yet here I am, walking free.
Need some information. No to be difficult. You and Grace. You're in trouble, Grace. You might well take this seriously. Trying to save some lives over here.
Aw, ain't you polite? I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right?
I know you saw the ship. People might be in danger. More aggressive. Judge ship from Hope, don't bother denying it. Well, let's try and be nice right now. She's not putting up a fight, even if she doesn't care to cooperate.
Alright. So I jacked a ship. It was just a little fun. I didn't even keep it. It was a job. I turned it over to some men, and they took off for who knows where. End of story. Nothing I did put anyone in danger, okay?
Not entirely true. I provided the means for mercenaries to intimidate and threaten an innocent person. They threatened a woman to get a farm. I'm going to go with that. She doesn't need to know any more than bare minimum.
Look, they didn't tell me what they were going to do. How was I supposed to know they were going to go after some farmer?
I didn't say anything about a farmer.
Contract. If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't.
Well, apparently landed okay. Gasoline pricing, yeah. Definitely one of the more entertaining, absurd moments. And ever so slightly educational. I can turn left. Yes, I can indeed turn left, Bale. Occasionally, sometimes. Like every time I stand up from this chair, because if I turn right, I walk into that wall. Well, I don't think I could even hit the wall, because there's a cabinet in there first. Anyway. Tell me what you know.
It's not that simple.
Oh, it really is. Just between us.
I'd like to help you. I really would.
And I don't believe you. You're going to tell me eventually. I need the information now. Tired of asking. Save yourself some time. Tell me now. Oh, went okay.
Is this really what we're doing?
There's no reason for us to have a problem, is there?
I hear you.
You want more success. Now we're getting somewhere. Most depend on it. I'm going for the easy one.
Maybe we can work something out.
How'd I go? You got the right idea. Yeah, okay.
I guess if I can't trust a Freestar Ranger, then I can't trust anyone, right? I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago.
Something smells.
Haven't heard from her since.
Do well at NASCAR. Yeah, that's a joke I actually vaguely understood, Gray. Unlike the appeal of NASCAR, which I do not understand, to be honest. I mean, to each their own, but I don't get it. Did you say where she's been treated? Why did the first need the ship? Why did you agree to such a risky job? Why did you agree to such a risky job? It seemed like fun.
You serious? Take your pick. Money? Reputation? The thrill of it? All good reasons.
Did they say why they needed a Hope Tech ship?
Only some kind of offhanded comment about their client wanting to expand the operation ahead of schedule. In my line of work, you learn not to ask a lot of questions. It tends to make people uncomfortable.
Did she say where she was being treated?
No, but it sounded serious. She was upset. Seemed kind of shaken, you know? Didn't seem right I should pry, so I didn't.
Well, some test results come back or something. I can only assume it must have been, otherwise why would she have been there in the event of medical emergency and you not know what was going on? Like, if she was having a heart attack right in front of her, she'd have known. It tends to be noticeable. Or it goes completely unnoticed and even the person having the heart attack doesn't notice, which is less common but does happen. So, yeah, I can only assume some kind of test result must have come in while mid-deal.
Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know?
Sounds more and more to me like the first are up to something, but it wasn't that. And then somebody is commandeered whatever they were doing to kind of pin the blame on them, but we'll have to see. Anyone in the first give you a way to contact them?
No. Nothing at all. Left me feeling a little disappointed, given how well they paid me.
Marco ever give you a location?
Not so much as a hint. I'll tell you. He's as cagey a fixer as I've ever met.
Bankrolling the first must take a lot of money. I'm sure he's got all kinds of side hustles going on.
What do you know about the man you delivered the ship to?
Nothing, really. I was told when and where to meet them. They paid me what I was owed, and that was it.
Appreciate your cooperation.
Yeah, sure.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone could crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free to go.
Promise your shipjacking days are over and you're free to go.
Suits me. I'm getting too old for this line of work. Besides, I'm going out on a high note. Ain't many can say they grabbed a ship right out of Hope Tech. Should make a good story for the kids one day.
Well, she might be talking complete crap there and just tell me what I want to hear in order to get me to leave her alone. But at least if that's true, there's some small hope that she might think twice before she gets herself into trouble again. Suppose they left her alive. Yeah. It does seem a little odd, that.
Inside's a bad place for you.
So this is the thing. Okay, there's no back door, so I come out. That must be the way to stay at the base port. Okay, fair enough. That's on me. Just getting turned around in my head. So I did feel like the spaceport was on the other side of town, but it's not.
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
Be large enough money, I'll run upstairs and buy you one. Terror Brew, alright? Mind you, I wouldn't do it for less than a lot of credits. It's definitely not worth it. It'll be the most expensive cup of shit coffee he ever had in his life. Squelch.
What can I do for you?
Talk to me, my dear friend.
Any troubles you need to share?
Deliberating on my gun choice at the moment. I am working towards getting a really cool outfit that the tombstone will go quite well with. So there is that. You've done a terrible request once already. Yeah, I think I did that as well. A long time ago on in New Atlantis.
Hell of a view from here.
Okay. Let's go. Terra Brew does a pumpkin spice latte. I bet they do. crazy not to, wouldn't they?
Yes.
Approaching
You're
ship.
here.
You've entered Freestar Collective
Look,
space.
those
Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. And that's it. Enjoy that Aquila City air.
Kind of wondering what's so enjoyable about the Aquila City air, to be honest. You didn't find one, Gray. What time of year is it? If it's around about Halloween, they might have it, but, you know, if you're looking in spring, might be out of luck. Definitely a seasonal type deal, for sure.
You didn't hear this from me. Those eclectic mercenaries? Factions you could...
Any new ideas for 76 build coming up? Yep, I should have one at the weekend, actually. Again, some kind of waterside cottage type vibe that I've got in mind at the moment. I was going to start it today, but one thing and another ended up not doing that. But the idea I've got should come together reasonably well, so should be able to do it in a sensible amount of time. It's the first port of call for people when they join the Freestar Rangers, and she hangs out in the bar. Not anywhere actually up in the offices or on a reception desk or anything like that. Nope. She finds them in the bar. You look comfortable, buddy.
Hey, I wondered when you might come by. I'm Alex.
Nia's report said you were heading for Neon? I've always wanted to go there. What did you think?
My kind of place, didn't really care for it. I heard much sport work. What's stopping you travelling in Neon?
Oh, I can't fly anywhere. Issues with my Eustachian tubes. Being in a pressurized environment is like someone taking a laser cutter to the sides of my head. It's not great, but at least I can pretend to visit the party capital of the galaxy by having you tell me about it.
That's an interesting observation. Wasn't really a fan, to be honest.
What? You serious? Well, that's a first. I guess not everyone likes to have a good time. Speaking of which, on to
Not ever a good time.
So how'd it go? Turn up anything useful?
Mob towns and drugs left, right, and centre, and lawlessness. People just shitting on each other generally. There's not a lot of fun. You need encryption, range processing, cracking encrypted slate, and need to unlock range of process good things.
Did he now? Well, in that case, challenge accepted. It's only a matter of time before I know every dirty little secret stored in this thing. Now, if you get any more of these, bring them to me. It helps if I can compare different instances of the encryption they're using. Just look for me up here. I have no life, so I'm not usually hard to find.
Well, I feel called out. Don't get out much, do you?
Oh, why should I? Nothing but dirt, cold air, and Asha waiting for me out there. I like
That's
my
a fair
nice,
point.
cozy, antisocial office space much more, thanks.
Yeah, this is hitting a bit close to home right
It'll
now.
take as long as it takes. You can't rush a job like this. Oh, one thing I can promise you, though, is that it'll go a lot faster if I don't have to answer silly questions.
How fast would it go if I take that succulent on the table behind you and stick it sideways up your backside for being a cheeky git? How's that? Have fun with it. No, count on you.
You're counting on me. You know I outrank you, right? Please and thank you go a long way when addressing your betters, rookie.
Pretty sure I just expressed enthusiasm for his work. Is that a problem? Sounds like he does need the succulent up his backside.
These rangers are some hard-blooded folk. They ain't afraid of anything.
Oh. Chat to the boss. Who has quite a nice chair, actually. And again, I can't talk to from the chair in front of his desk. Because, fuck me.
Let's talk.
I kind of hate that. What's his slate? Recruitment and retirement. Ah, interesting. Marshal, I have the opinion of the it's the opinion of the council you need to prioritise recruiting. Say it plain, we need more rangers. Your report on the rise in smuggling makes that plain. Don't mean to disparage the work you and your rangers have done. I know you do your best, but I can remember a time when there are twice as many of you as there are today. Whew. Ooh, from Walter, apparently. Looks like it. Anyway. I'd like to see those days return, and so with the people of the Freeside Collective. I'd also like you to think about your successor. Let's be honest, Marshal, neither of us is getting any younger. Surely you've earned the right to hang up your spurs with pride and enjoy a well-earned retirement. Look forward to seeing you at the next council gathering. So it looks like Walter's on Freeside Collective Council. That's interesting. And, not surprisingly, Marshal Blake is as well.
Welcome back. Any luck finding out who stole that ship from Hope Tech?
Sure would, Gray. Track down the thief, shipjacker. Yeah, but I did all the work. Ranger Price was my help. Yeah. He pointed me in the right direction, to be honest. He was helpful. With the Ranger Price's help.
Glad you got a chance to meet him. Sounds like you're making real progress.
Getting the hang of this. Think of more than earned a promotion. Think we might have taken down first. Getting the hang of this.
You're off to a good start, but that's all it is. A start.
Pretty sure I just acknowledged that.
What did you learn from the starship thief?
Everybody seems to just take, like, I'm going to acknowledge the reality of the situation. They're like, you're getting too big for your breeches. It's like, dude, that's literally not what I said. Seriously. Stuff like that is slightly annoying sometimes. I realise that's a limitation of just how many dialogue lines you can actually record, but still. Scored big time. 2 high-ranking first members' names. Money man called Marco and someone named Maya Cruz. A couple of names. Marco handles some money and there's a Maya Cruz. Let's go for the middle one.
Now we're getting somewhere. Sounds like you've got a couple of new leads to follow up on. I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. She's a technical genius and an expert hacker. I can give you some background if you want it, or we can go straight to planning your next move.
I think it's on the council as much as he reports on meetings. Yeah, that could be the case, Steve, yeah. On the other hand, if they listen to what he has to say, then results kind of the same as having a chair on there anyway. Well, or at least half a chair anyway. But then again, they probably don't, so, you know. So we got Maya Cruz.
They said she was a child prodigy, which probably explains her arrogance. Even so, she was fiercely loyal to Major Hull. I don't think she'd ever give him up. If you find her, don't expect her to cooperate.
So we've just got another name dropped, so apparently she actually is a member of the First. Or was, anyway. Who do you think Marco is?
There was a mech driver in the 1st Cavalry named Marco Graziani. He came from money. And when the 1st Cav got a reputation as the top unit, he transferred in. Rumor was that bribes made it happen. Marco had a knack for getting hold of anything we needed. There was talk the family fortune came from smuggling, and I believe it. He had this dream to become a wealthy businessman when he got out. But I guess that got put on hold when they locked him up.
Interesting. So, if both of these two are significant individuals, they should have been locked up, and you just said he was, so how could he possibly be the money man and be out? Unless, of course, 20 years on his sentence has been served, but... I need some information to track them down.
Like what?
Where they are. That would be the answer, I'd say. Where they are. But I don't think he'd be laughing somehow. Where would you go for long-term medical treatment?
Most likely place would be the clinic. It's in Freestar Collective space.
Rings a bell, actually.
Best medical services credits.
Marion, I think.
They also guarantee privacy. so it's an ideal place for someone trying to keep a low profile. Ranger Ben Armistead is posted there. I'll send him an update on the situation.
Yeah, the clinic, if I remember rightly, was the basis of the Narian War, which was ow, that'll be my back going. Ah, that really fucking hurt. I'm going to sit up straight. Right, yeah. The Narian War kicked off because the UC moved the... built the star station, or moved the star station that was the clinic into orbit over Narian, or in the Narian system. And they weren't having it and wanted to be part of the Freestar Collective. Freestar Collective, and it ended up with a big fight over it.
Still with me?
That became the Narian War, and eventually that was settled down, and then Freestar Collective was kind of acknowledged by the UC a bit more, I think. From what I recall. Exact details are vague, but yeah. So, Marco's keeping his location secret. Any thoughts on
Around the time
cracking
he
that?
got out of jail, we started hearing Marco's name in circulation. Word is he's heading up a smuggling racket. Based on what you've learned, I'd presume he's funneling his ill-gotten gains to the First. Ranger Autumn McMillan is out at Red Mile right now, looking into the smuggling operation. I suggest you pool your resources. Just remember, that's outside Freestar Collective space, so we've got no jurisdiction there.
Interesting. So Red Mile one. Yeah, so it sounds like the first people have served their sentences following the court-martial, or at least most of them, and gotten out, and therefore got the gang back together, and as it were, from their old war buddies, and decided to do something about the fact they feel like they were shit on and become mercenaries and criminals. I guess probably don't have a lot of other marketable skills anyway.
Your priority is to gather more intel about the First. What are they planning? Who are they working for? Where are they headquartered? Just remember that your targets were locked up because they were loyal to their unit. They think the Freestar Collective betrayed them. In other words, you ain't gonna get a warm welcome, so be careful. Good hunting, Deputy.
Yeah. And a whole watch more cash. I'm making good money for doing this. $1,184,674. Decent. A couple of bits to sell there. Some stuff to stash and some stuff to sell. Okay, mostly stuff to sell. Interesting.
Excuse me.
Diego Monroe, at your service.
Okay, just gonna get rid of some stuff.
I'll say right, I get all kinds of, well, all kinds.
Cool. That can go. Unfortunately, this thing's gonna have to go because it turns out it was a bit naff. But like anti-personnel, poison, and elemental are a good combination of stuff to have on there. But, unfortunately, the dip in damage output is just not worth it, apparently. It just does not feel like an effective gun. We tried it. We were unsuccessful. And the boss suit needs putting away somewhere. Anything interesting here worth... I need to go through that eventually as well. Should probably go. Cool. What are we doing? Okay. Yep. So.
You do not want to go outside the city walls.
I think with the time we've got, but how far I want to press on right now. I need to turn this book in at Mars, so I might head there first. See how we go from there. Otherwise, I won't remember. Blip, 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 blip.
Ready for takeoff in 3, 2, 1, go!
Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
Sol. Jump into Mars. It always feels weird to open up a grav jump window when you're looking at a planet. It feels like it's probably not good for the planet. Up in orbit, facing away from, maybe, but directly into the surface of a planet? Seems like that might not do anything good. Mars.
And we're done. Well,
Now the person I'm looking for, I think, is in the living quarters usually. Though I should probably open up the quest to make it easy to find them. If I don't have much luck. Still an iconic entryway, that.
The Lux condos aren't anything special, but
Oh dear.
call them home.
Lux condos, that's where we're going, yeah.
What a day, huh?
Learning to accept the truth of higher power is...
Alright, well, I do not for the life of me remember who I'm looking for, so quest it is. Media sponge. Mitch. Okay. Must be in his house.
You look like you need a hug. I like hugs.
Sensible kid.
Growing up in Sidonia, you gotta be tough.
I have waited so long for this book. A little longer won't hurt. Oh, did you find the book, Dragon Star Force Volume 1, The Heroes of the Dragon Star?
There's a bug, was it, the creature missing? Yeah, at least there's some chances of that being fixed. And there's obviously the ongoing unofficial patch thing that's... I did read some kind of vague controversy with, but still. That might fix it if Bethesda don't get there. Hard to get, I wonder, like, so yeah, let's see if we can talk some cash out of him.
I don't know.
You heard me, right? I don't come cheap.
Yeah, of course. No disrespect intended.
Some way we can both win here.
I'd like to think so.
I'm not asking for all that much. I'm not asking for any more I deserve. Let's try that one.
I know.
Yes.
I know. Okay.
Sasquatch,
I guess
yeah.
it's the least I could do for making you go out of your way to find it for me. I'm giving you my other copy of this book because everyone should read Dragonstar Force once in their life. Enjoy.
So I think I was getting him like a first edition or something, wasn't I?
City of Sidonia recommends checking your filtration unit every 2 weeks for old, faulty, or improperly fitted filters.
I assume he wants more if I go out and ask him.
Remember, keep it breezy so you don't get wheezy.
That's cool.
Do you want to hear the song I just made up? I'm a bunny, you're a bunny, he's a bunny, ha! I'm still working on it.
It's a good start. That way. Up and up and up we go.
It's known for unbelievable opulence and extravagance. But aboard the Siren of the Stars, it played host to a daring robbery. The Terran Preservation Society's coveted Earth Savior Award was stolen. The award, shaped like the Earth and covered in gold filigree and diamonds, has an estimated value of over 1 million credits. There are no clues as to the identity of the talented cat burglars. The security investigation is ongoing.
I might have had something to do with that. Don't know. Allegedly, possibly.
Stay away from the Sixth Circle.
There's no proof.
A crime ring at the New Atlantis spaceport has been busted up, and many have been arrested in connection. The recent rise of missing supplies at the spaceport is apparently a part of this crime ring, as they stole supplies and then sold them to the infamous Crimson Fleet.
Oh yeah, that was to do with me.
An extensive bribery campaign by the Crimson Fleet aimed at delivering stolen supplies to the Key. Although spaceport security is claiming this as a major victory, a source inside the department claims that the evidence was all but handed to us on a silver platter.
Doesn't make it not a major victory.
We got a lot of good. Take a look.
Did you get anything good? Probably not. Doesn't really look like no.
Be safe out there.
Nope, did not think so.
Keep your eyes peeled for signs of terramorph activity.
Up and away. So, okay. Catch you later, Noel. Have a good one. There's another good view out the front window there. They do well on that front, Bethesda. Good first impression when you arrive.
Orbit locked. You just look at that.
Just deliberate. Oh wait, actually, I've got a thing to do here that I've forgotten. We've got to find Japan, haven't we? Is it the Osaka landmark? Yeah, I thought so. That was not quite what I wanted to do. Little loop around the sun. It's only a really fucking long way. I think the positioning might be a little bit off there. Just a little bit. So that must be the Osaka landmark. Give me some famous building in Japan that I know nothing about because I'm not that familiar. Did not go according to plan. It's a snow globe. Pretty cool building. Ships over there, huh? Quite a lot further away than I expected it to be. Just... Well, like, I'm not sure if I actually want to get a picture of this, because the shard picture I've got was slightly more striking, but on the other hand, there's something to be said for having pictures of all of the buildings. Lead. Probably there's more that you can get off Earth than just lead, but despite my efforts to scan the lead, apparently I was unsuccessful before. Mercury and lead are the two that I need to scan. Right. There we go. Trying to find mercury now. It's a very flat bit of desert we've landed on. Somebody broke a rolling pin out. Kind of toying with whether or not I want to change my outfit up a bit. I might just do for a bit.
Pressure holding. Takeoff is good.
Till I get the very cool outfit at the end of this, or further on down this quest line.
Orbital insertion completed.
Decisions. Let's... Yeah, okay. Let's just go and do the straight swap that I was thinking about. And at my outpost, which I've not done anything since the video earlier in the week, but if you haven't checked out, you can have a gander. As I've added a couple of little extra bits to it. Not the part that we're going to have a look at now, but I have added some extra parts. That's still annoying. Do like that outfit. Question is whether or not I want to go for it for a bit. I'm gonna. I'm gonna put Delgado's outfit on there. Keeping my hat, although I don't think I'm actually going to wear it right now. Take that. And equip that on there. That was not the right button, was it? Okay. Because it's slightly annoying like that. Yeah. Not the most consistent arrangement ever with the outfits, sir. Not sure what I'm going to be wearing right now. Yeah, my spacesuit. But it's a cool look for a bit, temporarily. I do like that security guard uniform. It's definitely one of the better ones. I feel like that needs stashing somewhere, really. I'll put it on my ship just to make sure that I don't lose it. This place is coming together quite well now, I think. This is my landing pad. Something carrying over there. There's a couple of things actually carrying over here that I would like to check out. You know what? Why not? Start with that. I'm curious now. Gravity slightly higher. Okay. Landing pad is pretty cool, but bleeding huge. I thought it was fine for a second there. Was not to be. think I should probably actually treat the fractured limb, shouldn't I? If I have any means of doing so, anyway. Thought I did. I'll have some back at my outposts. I could use one of these, I suppose. I've still got plenty more. Let's see what trouble we get into over this hill then. Interesting mix. Oh hell! Oh, they got it! That was not the plan. It was a frickin' ambush. Where's the last one? Because I'm sure there's one. Well, there's you. Well, let's get you while we're on the safe side. I don't get taken out by a twist fin. Whew. The ship doesn't seem to have left yet. I'm not that bothered if it leaves anyway, to be completely honest. But, I don't know. I wouldn't mind grabbing it. If there aren't they. Ah, I did miss one. I would already discovered this location, to be honest, but anyway. Where's the entrance? It's over there, okay. So the entrance is over here, cool. Right, ooh, this is an interesting layout. Right, any of you guys coming for me? I think they might be out of range there. How's it going, Mowgli? Yeah, let's be on the safe side, make sure we get them all. What's the slight problem is if I go for all their stuff right now, can't really win now. If I steal this ship, I don't know if I even want to steal the ship. Let's have a nosy around it and see if I feel like it's worth stealing. I mean, I could convert it, couldn't I? But
what?
There is an upper level.
You're dead.
Apparently I do need to go up one more level. ship is not particularly well assembled, really, is it? Holy crap! Bit of a turnaround there. Jesus. 23 frames is not enough in a combat situation. Well, it's rather amusing that the ladder is bulletproof. Ooh, pirate captain outfit. It's not bad. Bad at all. Mind if I do? Swashbuckler gear I've already got. It's not really worth. Bits of it are quite cool, but it's that weird freaking chest plate that's weird. I'm not into. Oddly enough, not that the captain was one of the less well-equipped fellows. We're going to need a second pirate captain outfit, though. One's enough. It's a very cosy cockpit inside a cockpit. There's two ships on top of each other here. Spacer ship and Crimson Fleet one. That's weird. So I'll get out of here and let the ghost take off, because I'm not too bothered about that. So that does seem to be the case, that there's two ships, one on top of each other, which is very, very weird. I have seen this happen before, though, to be fair. Nearly £5 is just about valuable enough to make it worth picking up. More dudes I shot out here somewhere. Looks like one. Oh, hello, that wasn't what I wanted. How did I wind up staring at the sky? Come around, you ought to have a dead compadre. I can't see him, so, you know. A lot of corpses. Very weird that there do seem to be two ships, one inside the other, though. Yeah, you can kind of see it in some places where they oddly meld together. Explains a few things. Like, clearly this one, that's the inner way to the Crimson Fleet Ghost. If I can get myself around here, big if, I might be able to get at the ladder or entrance or whatever that's going to get me into the other ship. I don't know if that's going to work though. Doesn't really look like, does it? back up a bit and see if it'll take off and leave the other one behind. Not looking promising, is it? Oh well. There's one other structure here I think I'll take a quick look at before we round things out, because I've been meaning to, I've not got around to it. So, it's a way of ending the evening, it seems viable. The structure is that one. Quite a lot further than I thought it was going to be there. Oh. Should use the power that I might get some use out of. Interesting. And procedural generation doesn't quite go the way it's meant to. Very strange. Yeah. I mean, I know there's a whole bunch of powers I've yet to pull out and find, but it is... I do feel like they are tacked on unnecessarily here. I assume they're going to become more relevant to the story later in some way, but for right now they do seem a little surplus. In Skyrim, they felt a little bit more like they were helping you achieve something more functional, but here they're just kind of... I don't really feel like I need them. Not quite pressed that button quick enough there. Interesting looking structure. Let's see what the deal is. Intriguing. For your safety, don't enter the building. If you do try and enter the building, we'll kill you. For your safety. I mean, I feel like that's what they're saying.
Because I do not experience boredom, I excel in the performance of menial tasks.
Good for you.
Organic life form detected near designated work area. All robot personnel attempted to remove.
Well, you had to go and follow your programming, didn't you? I was smacked in the face with the door. That was just a notebook. Thought it might be something interesting for a minute. Wish these grinders weren't two-piece things, these blenders rather. They look quite cool and it'll be fun to add to kitchens, but because they're two pieces, you can't stack them on top of each other in build mode. Which is kind of annoying. Boil coffee brewer, huh?
My sensors can no longer detect any hostile activity. I am ending my search.
To be honest, don't know what I'm going to find in here, other than potential decorating items, but...
My search is complete. There are no enemies in this area.
Decent size section 3. It's in the storage box. Nice. Definitely getting some goodies here. Something worthwhile out of that anyway. Crap. Just picked up a lettuce there for decorating my house and game with, and remembered I was supposed to put lettuce on my shopping order, and it's too late to do it now. Thank you, Starfield. Reminded me at the last minute that I didn't put my shopping list. Forgot something on my shopping list. Authorized human workforce, yes. Disable robot workforce. Cool. At least I won't get ambushed. Hopefully. Maybe. Ooh, a master locked safe. Thought I'd screwed that for a minute. I have not, as it turns out. You know. Well, I got a load of stuff. It was just specifically lettuce that I didn't put on my shopping list that I wish I had. Or that I was going to buy and then wasn't on my list of regular stuff. So, it's a bit unfortunate. I find it mildly amusing. It was Starfield that reminded me that I'd forgotten to buy something. I'd have added it to the shopping list, but unfortunately we are past the point where I'm able to do that. So it's arriving tomorrow. Which is a tiny little bit on the sucky side, but what can we do? With the cash side again instead. Oh, I don't think I'd make that mistake. Oh, well, barely even worth it, but value-wise, I mean. Next on, the latest in our magnetic induction line available now. Core kinetics. Sitting right next to a suppressed calibrated Grendel. I found some interesting stuff and a bunch of crafting, well, a crafting station. Like there's stuff like this would be great furniture object to have for decorating like a lab space or something like that in your outpost if you wanted one. These are cool, but you can't put them on display shelves. Which is kind of annoying. I'm still going to nab it anyway though. Yeah, ever so slightly inconvenient. Seems like somebody clicked the wrong button and the robots decided there are too many human workers and went homicidal. These won't go in display cases either, which is pity because they're quite cool objects. Cool artwork there as well. Cool. So that way, apparently. Here's liquid bread. Well. Somewhere over here, I might, maybe, I hope. Ooh, have enough storage space to stash some of the stuff I don't need anymore. Some of the stuff I just picked up anyway. Right. Concentrating on not stashing stuff I didn't accidentally want to stash. Or accidentally stashing stuff I didn't want to, rather. It turns out to be slightly easier than I thought it was going to be. Cool. Oh, what? Carry capacity is a little up, but not too shocking. Cool. This is faintly annoying. Like, a couple of mil lower and... a couple of mil lower and it wouldn't have been the problem. Lasers are not particularly effective. Oh well. Up and up and up and up we go. And I'll run quickly over to Keeler, drop off a couple of bits and... yeah, if I don't do it now, I'll forget before tomorrow, won't I? So, yeah. Do a quick bit of selling and we should be good.
Dust off complete.
Orbital pattern locked. Easy.
Jesus. Saw a news article popping up and say this horrible thing happened and police patrols have been increased in the area. I was like, you know, that does sound a tiny little bit like bolting the door, bolting the stable, you know, shutting the stable door off the horse is bolted. That's the phrase, isn't it? Yeah. Bit bloody late now, isn't it? After 40 minutes, you finally found one example of fauna on a planet that has no fauna on it. Is it like an environmental thingamajig? As opposed to an actual running around animal.
Our tiny tin can fresh humans has survived being hurtled through space once more.
You're good to go. Have a nice time.
Nice.
Got a freighter coming soon.
A lot of people hanging around out here all of a sudden for an evening. A wet evening.
Yo. It all. Everyone needs supplies. Here, browse to your heart's content.
Nice. He's only got $1,000 on him, which kind of sucks a bit. Well, anything else I need? Like, ammo. I'm sure he has. Buy that for now. Actually, I'm guessing he's probably got other ammo that I can make use of. That. That's a lot, but I'm carrying quite a lot of expensive stuff, so... Not as much as I thought, actually, but anyway. Keeping that and that. Probably stash those before I forget. I want to put those... some of that on my ship anyway, and I'll drop... Cool. Well, I'm technically out of pocket, but I'm up in ammunition, so there's that. Stop by the bookstore and see if that Dragon Force thing, whatever it was, I can turn in at the bookshop. If I can't, well, I'll dump everything in my house. And we'll be good to go from there. Whoa, you're not the owner. You're breakdancing apparently, but holy crap, how many? I'm thinking this is maybe not supposed to be a thing. Yeah, there was a patch the other day for Baldur's Gate, but yeah, definitely a big game. Yeah, it seems more likely to be a bug or some other kind of inconsistency based on that. Well, I assume it's a time of day thing, but the shopkeep is not present. Mrs. Sinclair. So I'll ditch my stuff. There we go, around there. Keep seeing things that look like they're cool until they turn out to be jumpsuits, and then I'm like, bugger a mum. Yeah, I mean, it's unheard of though, Steve, isn't it? Mind you, Todd Howard's interview that came out yesterday, he said that this game was made by a core team of about 250 people, which is kind of crazy, really. I mean, good crazy, but still, like, holy shit. Interesting insight into structure over there. Dragon Star Force, there we go. I wonder I got the name confused. It's a confusing name. Good. Nice then. By. Oh, cool. Yeah, video on Witchfire last night, and that game was made by 12. But Christ, it's Witchfire came out recently, didn't it? Yeah, that's mad. That was on my must check it out list. Epic exclusive though, I think, which is probably why I haven't kept up with it as well as I would like to. Yeah, I don't check my Epic quite as often as I do other things. Nice. Oh, it was fun. We're recruiting people with physics knowledge 2 years ago. Well, yeah, that could be because somebody left or stuff that needed a rework. Who knows? I mean, they will have used, well, we know they use external companies for stuff. Everybody does, but catch you later, pal. Have a good one. So, that's just the core team. There will be other people doing bits and pieces and design work and things like that. But, yeah, it's interesting that the core group is only that small for a game of this scale. Always itching like crazy. Yeah. Still. whole buggy Bethesda game thing, when you look at the numbers, I mean, it's one of the things Todd Howard was talking about as he moved through the games they've done during his tenure there, and that interview was like, yep, roughly this many people working on this project, and like I think Morrowind was something like I think he said something like 60 or so on Morrowind. I think might have been, yeah. And I think they're only up about 120 by the time they hit Skyrim, so mad how small they were and how rapidly they've grown over the last 10 years in a sense. But yeah, I mean, things are roundabouts. Well, 4 times the size now, but at the same time it's still only like 450 total across the whole of BGS, so it does explain why, one more reason why they've got 011, for example, doing so much work on 76, because there's probably only about 50 or so people within the company doing it. And that's not a lot. Still, interesting, I thought, nonetheless. Does explain a few things. Yeah. Anyway, tomorrow we'll jump back in and continue the Freestyle Ranger questline, I think. And yeah, we've got to go to the clinic, which is an interesting historical location. I feel like that section of the questline probably won't be that long, but every time I think that, it ends up being longer than expected, which is why I didn't jump into it at the end there. I was debating it, but I just thought I'll be there till like 12:30 or something, because it'll be unexpectedly long. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow. It should be cool. And then we've got to head to the Red Mile as well, which should be interesting as well. Not quite sure what to expect really, but yeah, it should be quite fun. I assume there's a whole load of stuff going on at the Red Mile. We've got at least one other quest taking place over there. And I assume there's additional bits and pieces as well to explore and pick up and stuff. So, yeah. We'll see how we get on with that and whether or not I dive into what's happening there or kind of put a pin in it for later. But Paradiso we very, very briefly stopped by, but I feel like we're going to be going there a bit more substantially at some point. And we haven't done yet, so I'm curious about that. It's another location that I currently got a pin in. We'll see what happens. Anyway, folks, that'll be around about the usual time tomorrow. Yeah, I need to get cracking on a Fallout build for the weekend tomorrow. But I've got my idea in my head, and yeah, should be cool. I hope, if I can pull it off. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you for hanging out tonight. Hope you've had fun. Quite enjoyed our little potter around. A couple of moments that could have been a bit smoother. I'll say that the conversation system in this game I like in some ways, but in other ways drives me a little bit nuts. Like the idea that you have to figure out what their position is and go off what they've said in order to persuade them is great. But the fact it doesn't always present you with an option that you can actually move forward on, I mean, semi-realistic, but just slightly annoying. And the fact that even if you pick the right option, you might still fail, is also slightly annoying. I feel like there's room for further refinement on the system. It's a cool idea, just needs a little bit of development. Which is, again, it's the first time they've done a system based on that concept, so these things usually do need refinement over time. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm curious to see what other things have got lined up in future updates and stuff as well, because this patch, when it finally drops, has got a lot of cool stuff in it, but the biggest thing, I think, is DLSS, and I think implementation of that has probably soaked up a significant portion of their development time on this this particular update. So hopefully we'll get some cooler stuff further on down the line. Saying something you've already said tends to fail most of the time. Yeah, I got the vibe it might, and that one I thought might have been a deliberate thing. Yeah, it's definitely steps in the right direction, Gray, I think, but just needs a little bit of work. The one in Oblivion was horrible, I do remember that. I'm trying to remember, or was trying to remember, whether or not I played Fallout 3 or Oblivion first. I know I'd heard about Morrowind a lot first. I think I probably played Fallout 3 first, because that was why I bought a PS3. And I hadn't really done a great deal of gaming for a few years at that point. So I bought a PS3 to play Fallout, because I'd fallen in love with it, a friend's copy of it. So yeah. Ended up being a little while, I think, between when I started playing that and then I was actually able to buy my own, but there we go. Yeah. I guess I must have, because Oblivion was on PS3 as well, so I must have played Fallout 3 first and then picked up Oblivion later. I don't know if it was because it was a Bethesda game or I just thought, interesting looking RPG, I'll give it a go. But it took me a little while to... I liked bits of it, but I wasn't immediately sold on it. It had some interesting ideas. I don't know, I think if I went back to it now, some things would probably go better for me than they did at that point in time. Whereas other things, obviously, like some of the systems that needed further development and have been replaced with things that are better would probably grate a bit. But, yeah, we'll see. Rumour has it there'll be a remake, remaster or something of Oblivion. I'm some way off convinced that that's actually going to happen, but we'll see, yes. Anyway, folks, I need to go to the bathroom myself, so I think it's about that time. Thank you all for hanging out. Hope you've had fun. And, yeah, some cool locations coming up tomorrow as well. I'm glad we got to stop by Hopetown. I was kind of hoping to be bigger, though. Hoping. But, yeah, it's basically, what, a shop, the ranger office, a bar, a spaceport, and then the office building. And it's supposed to also have living quarters for the people who live there, but I didn't see any. Maybe I missed something, I don't know. Maybe it is bigger than I thought, but yeah, not as big as I was hoping. There you go. We'll see. Not everywhere has to be massive, but some, like Gagarin had a really cool town on it. The city that was kind of built into a crater there was really quite cool. A bit like Sidonia, but with a completely different vibe. That was quite cool. I feel like this one could have gone a bit more. This is the thing, like, in some ways, Starfield's tiny little bit wide and shallow, but in other places it kind of does expand out a bit. It's varying depths. But, massive project, massive changes and overhauls of systems and stuff behind the scenes, and just how long would we have had to wait for them to put it together if they went even bigger, Could have been working on it for another couple of years to expand and do more with the things. So. On the other hand, the flip side is they might, well, exactly, Gray. They might sort of add more stuff and expand on areas and give it greater depth over time afterwards if they intend to support the game for, or they want people to be playing the game for 10 years. So adding that sort of level of depth would not be a terrible idea if that's what they want. We'll have to see what they do with DLC and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to stop prattling and go and have a chill. So, thank you all for hanging out. Do hope you had fun. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. I do hope we'll be catching you for some more tomorrow, about 7:30ish. Should be cool. Like, subs, social media links, merch store, notification bell, channel memberships, all that good stuff are down below. If you want to and you haven't, I do very much appreciate. And yeah, we'll do this all again tomorrow. So, till then, have yourself a good evening, and I will catch you tomorrow. Never. See ya.